across the river, but I got my feet completely soaked. But better safe than trying to risk something like that. I have a little bit of a headache, and I don't know if it's sinuses. Had some nausea last night. I'm not sure if it's the altitude or maybe something I ate or whatever. But man, look at this sight. So pretty. A little after 6. Partway up the climb. I saw this one waterfall, but I can hear another one in front of me that I can't see. So there's 2 snow melt points coming off this, and I understand there's a lake up here. One I hear is right there, and then there's another one right there. And you can see it a little bit better from up here. There's 2 creeks coming into it. Wow. That snow melt point, I couldn't see, but could hear. Got lots of switchbacks, so getting to see it now. No dry feet club today. I'm above where that waterfall was. Should be a lake right up here. Beautiful sunrise this morning. Lighting up the tops of these granite peaks. Wow. Sun's gonna come up right there. Wow. Let's walk up here and look at this lake. A little smaller, of course. It's probably a snowmelt. Wow. This lake seems to be a little bit bigger than the one down there. Very beautiful. So clear. It has that emerald color to it. Very beautiful. Wow. Water is like glass this morning. Another crossing. I guess if I was super agile, I could rock hop, but feet are already wet, and safety first. Gosh, look at that water. Amazing. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful, y'all. Wow. Oh, that is icy, icy cold, and it was up to my knees. Wow. This is spectacular. Thank you, Lord. Wow. Alright, still climbing up to Donahue. Almost to the top. That's Lyle Valley. That's the valley we walked up from Tuolumne Meadows yesterday. Man, this place is beautiful. Still climbing. You can kind of see, if you look, the path coming up almost to the top. Right up there. It'll be the highest I've been, 11,073 feet. Edging into Donahue Pass. Right up there will be the high point. I am now in the Ansel Adams Wilderness. Wow. It is pretty. It's getting kind of cloudy. They're expecting thunderstorms, per usual. So I've got one more pass, Island Pass, and then my JMT permit will keep me lower. So that's a good thing today. I should make it partway through the JMT alternate today before I set up camp. I'm just going like 15 miles and camping by a lake. So, all right. Absolutely beautiful. These waters are so unbelievably clear. Island Pass 10,226 feet. Coming to a area known as Thousand Island Lakes. You see a little preview of it down there. I'm not far from the PCT JMT split that I have a permit to stay along the lakes and see that. Especially today is a good choice because I can see storms building behind me, or in front of me, but they were calling for pretty bad thunderstorms this afternoon. So I'm not sure what my mileage will be once I get on the JMT to camp. Maybe 5-ish miles. I'm not 100% certain. I don't have that map, so we'll just play it by ear. But a lot of the lakes you can't camp next to, but there was one that I found that I can, so I'll head that direction. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is one of those places that I first kind of fell in love with the PCT when I saw it on videos and pictures. Very spectacular. I think it's pretty cool. I want to show you. In front of me is this. If you follow it straight across, it continues across there. That is so cool. And of course the lake is broken between it. Down below me, just down the trail a little bit, there's tons of people swimming, but there's also a mule train, or a horse train, probably mules. They're all packed, so we'll get to see them up close. The PCT and JMT split here at Thousand Island Lakes. I am going to take the JMT now to kind of stay along the lakes. And that storm is coming in fast. Got a couple different options for crossing here. I think I'm going rock hop versus logs. Rain coming in behind me, and it is blowing my way. Emerald Lake. pretty, pretty. Before I forget, the mule train back there, there were some people down there at the lake, and they're part of a group. I talked to the cook down there. She was washing dishes, and so there's I guess the wrangler horse guy, and then the guide, and then the cook. And I asked her, how much does a trip like this cost per person? $10,000 for an 11-day trip. $10,000. The only thing that they have to do is set up their own tent and filter their water, but the crew cooks, cleans, and takes care of them, and they do like 10 miles a day. But yeah, 11 days, $10,000. Ruby Lake. This might be a fail on my part. Looking at the topography for the PCT, I mean, it has a few little bumps, but mainly it's going downhill. Every time I hit a lake, I go right back uphill here on the JMT. And somebody said it was bumpy. Boy. Anyway, I'm committed. Whatever. I'm probably gonna go 6 or 7 more miles and be done with it. Find a place to camp. A lot of these lakes and stuff, camping is shut down because of restoration, because they get overused and there's a lot of impact around them and stuff. So I need to look and see. I know I saw a couple campsites coming up, but all right, we'll just keep trudging with it. Oh, here was the other reason that I wanted to do the lakes, because I wanted to swim in them, of course, but I thought they'd be like super accessible. They're not. This lake we're coming down to is Garnett Lake. So far, I've only got sprinkled on, but there's thunder in every direction. There was some lightning over there earlier, so, but I'm headed that way, so maybe, just maybe, we'll make it through. On top of this ridge, kind of through a little miniature pass. Just looked at the topo, and yes, going down, and kind of looks like tree line from everything I can tell. And some switchbacks. Just got my permit checked, so it's a good thing I got my little extra permit for this little JMT section that I'm doing. Shows you always follow the rules. But this view I'm looking at right now is just very beautiful. And I have about 2 miles, maybe a little bit more, to camp. This is Shadow Lake. Made it to Rosley Lake here on the JMT. Absolutely beautiful. Had a pretty good day. It felt a little struggly. I just think I need to take a couple days off, and I'll solve that when I get to Reds and Mammoth and stuff. But it was a pretty hike. I wish the weather had been different. I felt like I was out running a storm all day. I really wanted some blue skies to be able to swim in every single lake I passed, but it didn't happen. I haven't swam in any of them, and it is absolutely freezing here. The wind is blowing, so no swimming in Rosley Lake. But oh, wow, that's chilly. Got my tent set up. I'm getting ready to filter some water and make some dinner, and off to bed I go. I think Reds is probably 10-ish miles away. I'm not 100% sure because whenever I cut off on the JMT, it kind of messes up the mileage. It'd be hard to calculate. There's a bunch of JMTers here, so maybe I can ask them from point to point how far. But I think maybe 15 miles today.
Tell me what you find when you find it. Will it be worth the wait? Look in the corners of your mind and unwind it. Leave all the rest to fate. 'Cause you threw out the map long ago now, didn't you? It's uncharted land from here. And you always liked it like that now, didn't you? It's better when things are unclear. 'Cause now it's your discovery. The rest is your discovery. Now it's your discovery. The rest is your discovery.